shortly. We're starting shortly in the next 2 to 5 minutes. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. The show is about to start. They say that science is most times not associated with fanfare and festivities. They're serious-minded people. But I want to refer this to a show because there's so many shows in Nigeria. So let's have our own show on science here. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of the press, and our online audience joining us from across the globe, I welcome you to this press conference for the Nigeria Prize for Science. This happens once every year, and we always look forward to it. Today, we gather not just to announce the outcomes of this year's competition, but to celebrate innovation, excellence, and the bold spirit of science that is shaping our world and our future. At NLNG, safety is not just a word. It's not a slogan. It's our culture. So whether at our plant on Bonny Island, at our offices, in different locations, or gatherings such as this, safety comes first, comes number one. And that is why it is only fitting that we begin today with a quick safety briefing to ensure everyone here is familiar with the protocol. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite Elkanah Chawi to give the safety briefing. Hello, I'm Elkanah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are currently in the Abuja meeting room or hall at Lagos Continental. You're on the third floor. Today, there is no planned drill, so if you hear any alarm go off, it is a real situation. So as soon as you hear that alarm go off, please step up from the entrance of this room, walk straight towards the elevator. Right by the elevator, there is a door clearly marked emergency exit. You can take that exit and go all the way down to the ground floor. You can also take the spiraling stairs and walk very, very cautiously all the way down to the ground floor. As soon as you get to the ground floor, come out through the main door, through the main entrance to the foyer of the hotel. Turn to your left-hand side and walk towards the entrance gate where we would muster for further action. But we're hoping that there's no real situation, there's no alarm going off today. And so, if you feel like having a comfort break, please step out from this room. I think directly opposite, as soon as you step out, directly facing you is the convenience for both female and male. Please check the marking on the door before you enter. I've had an experience before. I know what I'm talking about. I found myself in a female restroom, and it was not funny. All right. There are medical personnel at the hotel. If there's any medical emergency, please do let my colleagues know. Mr. Ben Apute, Margaret Karigidi, Chisom Osuagu, Wilson Okoro, and Pascaline Davids. They're all there. Please raise up your hand. In case they need anything, they can reach out to you. Thank you. And also, there's a security personnel outside watching over our things here and making sure that we have a very safe event. I would also like to recognize, as I said, those online. We're streaming live on our YouTube account. Hello, those watching. Can they see me? All right. Sometimes people say when they see me through a camera, they just see a round, shiny head moving around like bobbing. So I hope you can see me clearly with my eyes and teeth. Thank you for tuning in, and please stay with us. We have something very important to talk about and announce here. To our friends in the media present here, a special thank you to you. This event is you. It's about you. It's about calling you and saying, stakeholders, this is what we have done this year. You should know about it. All right? So you are the first point of contact telling you this is what has happened, and then you can go on to narrate that. For more than 2 years or for more than 2 decades, your stories, your reports, and analysis have amplified the brilliance of our scientists. You have carried the ideas beyond this room, helped demystify science for society, and highlighted the transformative power of this prize. For this, NLNG, the advisory board, and Nigeria remain deeply grateful. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. Only a few months ago in the same building, the 2025 journey began as we handed over 105 entries to the advisory board. And from them, they handed over to the panel of judges. Every year, the prize proudly sponsored by NLNG, inspiring a sustainable future, attracts brilliant minds from Nigeria and beyond, all seeking to solve problems that matter to us. For 2025, the advisory board chose the theme Innovations in ICT, Artificial Intelligence, as AI, and Digital Technologies for Development. This theme is timely and critical, and it calls for bold ideas to strengthen Nigeria's digital economy and inspire a future where technology drives sustainable development. Globally, science is under at the moment, right now, science is under scrutiny. We never knew paracetamol was going to be a thing until recently. And yet, amidst these doubts and debates, one fact remains unshaken. Science holds the answers to many of society's toughest problems. And this is why for over 20 years, good, long 20 years, the Nigeria Prize for Science has stayed committed to pushing boundaries, rewarding creativity, and fostering innovations that directly respond to Nigeria's need. Every year, a theme is carefully chosen from healthcare solutions that we had in 2023 to climate change in 2024 and many more before that. Together, these efforts form a legacy of solutions, a living testimony to our belief, to the company's belief in science as a driver of progress. And we're proud to stand here. We're very proud. The advisory board is proud to be associated with this. We're proud to celebrate science. We're proud to celebrate Nigeria's role in shaping solutions for the world. With that, now it is my honor to welcome to the high table distinguished individuals whose leadership, expertise, and vision sustain the credibility and impact of this prize. As I introduce them, please join me in celebrating them. I'll start with the sponsors, here represented by Dr. Sophia Hosford, General Manager, External Relations and Sustainable Development for NLNG. Ma'am, welcome to the high table. Just a little about her. She's a trailblazer with accomplishments from finance, HR, communications, leadership, and she currently drives NLNG's strategic external communication and engagement. And she's also a medical doctor. Please, a round of applause. I also invite Professor Bath Inaji, CON, to the high table. Please, a round of applause for him as he takes his seat at the high table. CON, he is the chairman of the advisory board of the Nigeria Prize for Science. He's a globally recognized scientist, a professor of mechanical and industrial engineering. He was a former minister and a leading innovator in power systems. Please, a round of applause for our chairman. We also invite Professor Yusuf Abubakar, OFR. Welcome, please welcome him. He's a leading scholar in animal breeding and quantitative genetics, the president of the Nigerian Institute of Animal Science and a visiting professor at the University of Abuja. Also a member of the advisory board. And also a special one, and I'm sure the clap will be louder. Yes, please, the clap has to be louder. I invite Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akonde, OON, CON. Please, to the high table, ma'am. Whoa. That is, please, a round of applause. Ma, I love your dress. Beautiful, beautiful. Please, after this event, can I pack it for my wife? Yes. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akonde is an esteemed economist, industrialist, two-time former minister, and an honorary life vice president of NASIMA. I also want to recognize the presence of Professor Collins Udano from the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. Please recognize him. And Professor Aminu Mohammed Biu from the Department of Computer Science, Usmanu Danfodio University, Sokoto. I would I would leave that to the chairman of the advisory board to tell you who they are. So now, please join me in welcoming or giving an applause to someone, a true champion of science, innovation, and stakeholder engagement, Dr. Sophia Horsfall, General Manager, External Relations and Sustainable Development, to deliver our opening remarks. Thank you. No, just no.
Good morning, distinguished members of the advisory board, esteemed judges, respected scientists and researchers, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I say good morning again and welcome. Today marks the culmination of a journey of discovery and innovation inspired by the NLNG-sponsored Nigeria Prize for Science. This event celebrates not just a winner, but at least an outcome, and all in the spirit of scientific excellence that drives us forward. We are living in a time of profound change. Across the world, digital technologies and artificial intelligence are reshaping how societies grow and how industries thrive. And I believe each and every person in this room has had some experience of the change in AI progression. It is in this context that we chose the theme for the 2025 prize, Innovations in ICT, Artificial Intelligence, and Digital Technologies for Development. Few themes could have been more relevant today, and even for Nigeria, as these technologies are now part of our daily lives and vital to our future. For over 2 decades, the Nigeria Prize for Science has honored groundbreaking work that addresses our nation's challenges. It has encouraged Nigerian scientists to adapt global technologies and reimagine them to suit our unique realities. This year, we received an impressive 112 entries, each one a pathway to improve lives and strengthen our country. Since its refresh in 2016, the prize has continued to spark scientific inquiry and inspire bold solutions to pressing problems. At NLNG, we believe Nigeria's sustainable development depends on building indigenous scientific and technological capacity. Time and again, innovations submitted to this prize have shown how digital tools can leapfrog challenges and create homegrown opportunities. History offers us powerful lessons. Rwanda, once devastated by conflict, is now a hub for digital transformation and healthcare innovation. And dare I say, if I bring it home, in Africa, among the unicorns of this great continent, the highest percentage of unicorn companies in the science and tech arena are from this great country, Nigeria. And I think they're all deserving of recognition and accolade. So the journey reminds us that with vision, resilience, and investment in science, nations can be rebuilt and futures redefined. Nigeria's path holds that same promise. Already we see challenges being overcome. We see technologies in agriculture boosting farmers' yields and improving livelihoods. With continued dedication, Nigeria can play a leading role in shaping the global future of innovation. Indeed, we have the spirit, we have the numbers, and we have the courage to do so. So to all the brilliant minds who've submitted their work, you are champions of progress. The breadth and depth of your submissions prove that Nigeria talent is vast, diverse, and capable of shaping the future. You inspire us, and you reinforce our belief that investing in science is investing in Nigeria's future, and dare I say, the future of the world. As we anticipate the announcement of this year's winner, let us remember that the true victory is not only in the prize, or indeed its money, but in the collective advancement of science and technology for the nation's development, for the improvement of our lives, each and every one of us here, and Nigeria in its totality. So thank you again. Welcome to this event, and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, I would like to seek your forgiveness. Would you forgive me? Mr. Chairman, would you forgive me, Prof? So, I say that because there's an empty seat there. Yes, there's an empty seat. And maybe because I was backing it and I was just getting carried away, I forgot to call someone to the high table. But it's not my fault. I think it's the way she leads. Because she's right there in the trenches with us. We don't even see her as, someone who is way right there above. Because she's there helping us, strategizing, and ensuring that this prize gains the awareness that it deserves. And so, I'll be remiss not to call Anne-Marie Pama-Ekoko to the high table. My apologies. My sincere apologies. Next time, I won't get carried away. I won't get carried away. And lovely dress, Stuart. Brown, nice brown. My colleagues know why I'm saying that. All right, thank you. Dr. Sophia, we appreciate your speech. You said the nation can rebuild through science. You also said Nigeria can play a leading role in shaping the future through science, and that is so true. The prize, and all of this is not about the prize or the money, even though some people will say, it's the money, $100,000 is the money. But no, it's not. It's the impact. It's how it will change lives, even though it will make some people's pocket bigger. But I'm sure it is for good. One thing about scientists is that when they win things like this, they don't hold it to themselves. They will use it and dig deeper. They will use it and look for more solutions. That's the thing about scientists. That's what makes them different. That's what makes them really, really different. And now it's my honor to invite a man whose name is synonymous with vision and scientific excellence. Our advisory board chairman, Professor Bath Naji, to announce the outcome of the 2025, the Nigeria Prize for Science. Sir, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kana. We forgive you. Now that she's seated here. I think Kana wanted me to say who the two gentlemen are. Usually we try to invite experts. I think you people in the media, you do that too when you're doing something. So we invite experts. So if there's something that we can't answer, we ask them to answer. That's all they're here to do. All right? Now, so on behalf of my colleagues on the advisory board, we want to continue to thank the NLNG for continuing to support this great prize in Africa. And Dr. Sophia Hosfall, we thank you for your wonderful speech. It shows truly that you're a scientist to the core. So we appreciate you and your colleagues for what you people have continued to do. The Secretariat is so important in this process. So I want to welcome the gentlemen of the press. I think you people and the judges are the only ones who don't agree, say ladies and gentlemen. But I like to say ladies and gentlemen. But anyway. Okay. So let me state unequivocally that the Nigeria Prize for Science is not only Africa's most prestigious scientific award and among the most significant globally, but it has also made a profound contribution to advancing research, innovation, and technology in Nigeria and beyond. The prize, awarded annually, is designed to stimulate the growth and practical application of science and technology. Its goal is to address issues critical to our nation's development and to improve the standard of living for all Nigerians. A strong reflection of NLNG's steadfast commitment to improving lives sustainably. Since its inception in 2004, the administration of the prize has stood as a celebration of scientific excellence, recognizing and honoring scientists from across the globe who dedicate their work to solving distinctly Nigerian challenges. The prize is administered on behalf of Nigeria LNG Limited by the Advisory Board for Science, which I have the honor of chairing, alongside the elegant Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akonde, former Minister of Industries and past President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture, and Professor Yusuf Abubakar, Professor of Animal Breeding and Quantitative Genetics, Pro-Chancellor of the University of Gombe, and the former Executive Secretary of Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. The 2025 cycle themed innovations in ICT, you can see that both artificial intelligence and digital technologies for development was declared open in February. Scientists and innovators worldwide were invited to compete for the 100,000 prize, 100,000 USD prize, which honors groundbreaking solutions to challenges relevant to Nigeria. The call for entries closed at midnight on April 30th, 2025. To ensure a rigorous and credible process, a panel of judges comprising of distinguished professors and a very relevant scientific scientist was appointed by the Advisory Board and NLNG Limited. The selection process also reflected both geo-ethnic and gender balance. At the inaugural meeting in Lagos on May 13, 2025, the panel of judges developed the 2025 Nigeria Prize for Science Entries Evaluation Criteria, subsequently approved by the advisory board. These criteria included academic track record. I must say, it's not always, particularly when you talk about innovation, that the person or the group would be academicians. So just for clarity. But academic track record, quality, recognitions, uniqueness, innovation, impact, commercialization, soundness, patent. Of the 112 entries received, 54 were found valid and progressed for adjudication. Then there was shortlisting. The judges conducted independent reviews, produced a shortlist of 10, and the top 4 entries, which were ratified by the advisory board for further evaluation with a view to choosing a winner. It was unanimously concluded that all submissions demonstrated commendable effort, but lacked the soundness, usability, and impact that characterized the prize. The judges also discovered that some entries did not fully address all 3 thematic areas of the 2025 theme, while it's showing weakness in the following areas. 1, the practicality of the innovations in solving scenario-specific problems. 2, lack of clarity on the operability of the innovations. And 3, no evidence of robust field testing of the innovations. In view of these gaps, the advisory board, in agreement with the judges, reached a verdict of no winner for 2025 cycle. You can't be more disappointed than us sitting here. But I will clarify a little better. Anyway, this decision preserves the credibility of the selection process and upholds the reputation of the Nigeria Prize for Science. I wish to thank the NLNG Limited for its unwavering commitment to sponsoring this prize, even amid economic challenges. In the media, we deeply appreciate your invaluable publicity and urge you to continue in this worthy endeavor. Thank you very much. The no winner, I want to point out, it has happened before. And it's about the rigorous process that must be undertaken to get a winner. And so this is how it is. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Naji, for that announcement. The sound of that clap is not as loud as before. What changed? And you asked the question, so if there was no winner, why are we doing all of this? Why are we here? But we need to tell you, as our stakeholders, we need to explain to you what transpired and which the chairman of the advisory board has done a little bit and will do more. As you've heard him, the process is credible, transparent, and consistent with the reputation this prize has built over the years. The advisory board has sent a clear message. The journey of science continues. It does not end here with this announcement. There is life after. Some people don't believe in that. There is life, oh, please. But there is. So the journey continues. The struggle continues. And indeed, I believe we can crack this. And we will crack this. So this is where you all come in. And I'm certain there are many questions that you have in your mind. So let's dive in straight into this engagement where you'll be able to ask questions directly. So I say, wait first. Your hand is already up. All right, please. I was even going to say before I picked up from where Prof spoke, that from that table, there is free space here. So if you can, we wouldn't mind to be our special guest to come and occupy this table, please. There is free space here, please. Because I can't see some people there. Please, just come around. Please. Thank you. All right. So please, I would raise your hand if you have a question, and the microphone will be brought to you. Let's keep this very interactive as we explore the significance of today's announcement. So we will start now. Extra mic, is there an extra mic in the room? No, don't worry, sir. Just hold on to that. Yeah. All right. So don't worry, we'll hold on to that. So let's start. Yeah, please. We'll start with you introduce yourself, your organization, and then your question. Straight to the point. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Olu Phillips. I work with Channels TV. Dr. Sophia, good to see you. Professor Bayat, Dr. Nika, good to see you. And good to see you. I think my question is begging the question, which is clearly, I wouldn't know who wants to take this from the panel, but how does it feel that, yes, it's been said that the integrity of the exercise has to be protected. If there's no winner, there's no winner, based on the criteria that Prof has read out. But does it have a louder connotation for what has happened? Because if you have 112 entries, and clearly it's been an exercise that I know that people look up to and drive towards in their research work, in their dealings, and in their paperwork. So people look out for these prizes every year in their research and all of that. So 112 people, no winner, the criteria is where it met. Is there something louder than this? Or could this be a signpost of something that might be fundamentally wrong? Or are we yet to appraise, appreciate, and embrace this ICT, artificial intelligence, AI, digital technology things that have come up in everything that we do now, like Dr. Sophia said? I mean, it's now reshaping everything, from HR to science to innovation to everything. So are we yet to grasp this? It's important to have that clarification and not just about the academic exercise that it meets the criteria. Thank you very much.
Sorry, can we just, so that we don't forget? Yeah. So thank you very much, Olu. You know, when you look at artificial intelligence, I mean, you could say that ICT, you know, there's a lot of depth there. But artificial intelligence, while it is not new technology, but it has become a new useful technology. And what we have to have for a prize, for a winner, is something that has been demonstrated to work and to have impact in society. So not just, it's not money given for research, no. It's not money given to go and do demonstration, no. the demonstration would have been done, and it should have impact. I'll give you an example. The device for the new natal, yes, that device had been proven to work. It's a device, and even the commercial importance of it, that while the device bought from elsewhere costs about 6 million at that time, but that device was costing about 700,000 naira, and had been proven to be useful in saving lives of infants that have these challenges. So that kind of situation, that kind of proof is what is required. And we cannot say that AI does not have provable success stories, success apps, if you will, that can be demonstrated. So it is, and it has to have value within our environment. So that's actually what we have to have for this. So we could say that most of them are going somewhere positive, but didn't quite reach there yet. And for that, we have to have a repetition of this theme. Okay, so we're not going away from it, but it should be a way to show the world that really what we are looking for is not just half measure. Maybe you want to say something else on it. Okay, all right. Anybody else? Okay.
Thank you, Chairman. You know, I noticed the disappointment when the announcement was made. That was exactly what happened when we went through the process. Because when we started, we thought this is going to be a boom year because it's AI, it's technology, and we expected, you know, excellent entries. But the bottom line is that excellence has to be proven beyond doubt. And I happen to be a member of the panel of judges for the prize on sustainable food security 3 years ago. And we went through a very rigorous process, and there was no winner. So the bottom line really is the integrity of the prize. And we expected that the entries will be very exciting for this particular theme. But we went through the process. We had excellent panel of judges, and this is the outcome, and we're all satisfied that the right thing has been done. So I think, like the chairman said, this is going to be repeated. And this time around, we have to perhaps do more aggressive publicity to make sure that we get the best in this particular theme. Okay.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to support the previous speakers. The chairman and Prof said that what they're trying to say is that our expectation was very high. The theme is very relevant, is very current, and everybody is talking about AI. Everybody is talking about ICT. Everybody is talking about technology. What we got did not meet our expectation. And this is why it's going to be, the process will be repeated for next year. Thank you very much.
All right. Please, sorry. One more thing, just to further demonstrate. You know, when we send out a winner, the NLNG and the advisory board can be confident that that award it has the proof, the world global proof. Another example, aside from the one for the device, the medical device. That medical device, by the way, has proven 100% reliable. It's been tested in how many hospitals now? At least 4 hospitals in Nigeria, and 100% reliability or success, 100% success. There's another winner a few years back, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, on storage device for energy. And to support that what we did was correct, that winner, who is at the university in the Netherlands, has won the big European research award of £2 million, so 2 million euro. And the Europeans will not give you a penny unless you truly are developing something that will be so innovative in the environment. That's just to demonstrate what we're talking about. Sorry. Yes.
Thanks, great question, Olu. And I think as a company, and rightfully so, we were a little disappointed. But on the upside is the fact that the outcome spoke to the fact that excellence is our hallmark, especially when it comes to the prizes. And just as Prof and others have said, if the proof points aren't there, then we know that we really don't have those global bragging rights about the piece of work that we are giving acknowledgement to or even celebrating. So clearly the upside was that for us, was that this prize continues to have a strong pedigree, quite aside from the prize money size. Just the fact that we know that whatever outcome each and every year, it will stand the scrutiny of the scientific community anywhere in the world. So it's, let's say it's a mixed bag. Yes, thank you.
So I'm happy we have the media here. And I'll always like to address you when we have such announcements. We all say that the prizes are prestigious. And like Sophia said, they're not prestigious because of the $100,000 US, the prize money. In fact, the advisory board and the panel of judges do not always want us to focus on that value. They always want us to focus on that standard. It's a reflection of the standards that have been set for the prize. So each time there's no winner, sorry that you were all very disappointed. Like they said, we all were. But we like your message to always focus on the prestige of this prize based on its standard. And it's a standard for us as Nigerians that we should be proud to hold. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. A round of applause for them. All right. Further questions? Anyone, please? Or did Oluphilips ask the combo question? Any more questions?
There's something okay, we have more questions. I was also going to allow Sophia say something because a lot of times people wonder, okay, so this $100,000, are you taking it back? Is NLNG keeping it back? I can see. I can read your mind. So Sophia will tell us the plan for the $100,000. We are not going to keep it.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. And indeed, I believe I saw a lady over there. Yes, telepathy. So, yes, indeed. The $100,000 US does not have a recipient this year, but it's a reason for us to take this sum of money and look at ways we can publicize the prize even more. We know those inventions, interventions, discoveries, pieces of work are out there. We have Nigerians within country and in the diaspora who year after year are excelling in their various endeavors. And we know that there's someone maybe tinkering in their corner, some part of the globe, somewhere in Nigeria, who's thinking about, how do I get recognition for this work and show that it can bring value to the country? So we're going to take this money to increase the publicity around the prize even further, so that people know that it's there, and send in entries, hopefully significantly more than we received this year around. As you know, you're in the media space. To publicize does require a financial commitment, and we'll make sure that there's high accountability, as we do with everything that we commit ourselves to. And we believe that from next year, we'll probably see even greater interest. And we look to you, the media, to really help in that publicity effort. We need more entries, and entries that can really be held up to the very high standards that we ensure happens with the adjudication process. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. I wouldn't say that I am not disappointed, Ma. I thought that money was coming to me, but I thought that when we will not award, we'll say, okay, this man, you are trying with this thing, give it to him. But I would defer to your decision, your wise decision, to use that money to spread the news about the Nigeria Prize for Science. Please show of hands if you have more questions. Please. Sir, your name, organization, and your question.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Doc, and members of the advisory team. Remy Weke is my name. I work with IT Rems Media. Well, the shock is totally took us off ground. But all the same, the good news is that the advisory board and the NLNG team, they are not relenting. But then there's a question that was bothering my mind, one of which is what Dr. Sophia just addressed. What now happens to the prize for the year? At the same time, given that the team usually should have a time frame within which it was developed, will there be any tweaking on the criteria when we are introducing this? Because I don't know if usually also when an innovation comes up and there are conditions set aside for that, and is not met, or it was used to apply for such a prize, in the coming years, it could be said those who applied last year should not apply next year. So will there be any tweaking in terms of criteria to accommodate innovations within the last duration? Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. You can imagine that those who applied this year, that if they're sending back the same thing, that there was nothing it won't work. Okay, so usually the best thing is for them to not apply, unless there is something profound they have done. Usually for something like this, it's difficult to have done it within 1 year to have improved. But we know that there are successful initiatives out there, innovations, and that's what we would like to get. And the thing is, it's important for the country to become part of the revolution, this revolution. And we cannot pick in Nigeria we say, let us manage. We are not going to manage. We don't manage in this prize. So we have to make sure that we throw the net wide so that we're able to catch very good innovations in this area. Let me just also kind of tell you, there's another a national prize that works the same way as this. Some of you may know the Nigeria Order of Merit, the NNOM prize. It's an award. It's a national award, a national honor. Usually every year you have 4 areas somebody can win. One is in medicine. The other is in science, which can be chemistry, biology, physics. The other is in engineering and technology. And then there is the arts, which can be literature, it can be artwork. So it has happened that in some years nobody won in all the categories. And and when nobody wins, and it's a year-long process, starts from January, and there is a law actually made for that award, that the president will give that award first Thursday of December each year. And the people who do the process, there's actually a whole building in Abuja, the Merit House. Some of you may know about the Merit House. That's where they work on the process, and each year they produce a winner in each of these areas, or no winner in any of the areas. That's just how it is. So, but the country uses it to honor their bests. And that's what, in this particular area of science, just like in literature, it's done. The NLNG is honoring such innovation, except you have to have gone very far to prove that this innovation is already impactful. Otherwise, it is not of that kind of value. Thank you. I don't know if anybody else.
Yes, we have one more question right at the back, please. Your name, organization, and your question as crisp as possible.
Good afternoon. My name is Kazim Makitunde. I publish Glitters Online. Can you just give us the names of the top 4? Thank you.
Sorry, we cannot.
All right.
And I am sure you know why.
All right. That was a very brief response. I was waiting for more, but it was sharp. And we all know why. Yeah, we do know why. So, yes, sir. I don't know if there is any last comment from the members of the advisory board before we move towards the close of this event. We're at the top of the hour, and we'd like to close this at the top of the hour. None? All right. None. Okay, sir, please. Mic is next to you there. Yeah.
Just before we leave, I think let us carry this along, that the emphasis for this prize is excellence. And for you to achieve that, you have to push the boundaries so that whatever innovations that come out, they are practical and field tested. And that's what we are looking for. And I think that is what we should see when you have a situation where there is no winner. And that's why we're repeating the prize. I think that has to be a message that you should take away.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So the prize is back again. The theme is back for 2026, Innovations in ICT, Artificial Intelligence, AI, and Digital Technologies for Development. That is what we'll be looking at again. And trust me, I think there are a lot of talents. I think there is a groundswell of innovative work that, in this country especially, that can vie for and pursue this prize. And so please, we're calling, if you're watching us online, we're calling out on you. This is another opportunity. We're giving this opportunity to you again. Apply. Let's come back here in, this September, next year, and have good news for our fellow people here, please. So many things you said, and I would just like to highlight. Prof, you said this is important for this country, that this prize is important, and this theme especially is important for this country so that we can be part of the revolution, and we all know about the AI revolution. I think it's not about the technology, which is not new per se, but it's about the application. If it can be applied in new ways, and if it can really change and impact lives. He did mention also about two distinguished laureates of the Nigeria Prize for Science. I think Dr. Peter Gene, right, you were referring to, who won the 2 million euros grant. Yes, so you can check the website, Dr. Peter Gene. He's doing well. And that means that after the advisory board is done here, other people do look into that work. And we can't fall our hand, you understand? Because they need to know, yes, that we did good work here. It starts from here. And we're glad and we're proud that our good work starts from here. The second person is Professor Hippolyte Amadi. Yes, he won in 2020. Yeah, of the Imperial College. He is saving lives. I have seen it. He is saving lives. Babies get the chance and opportunity in life because of that device. A device that you can find in the community, solar powered. And I mean, it's a game changer. All you just need to know is that babies can live, they have another opportunity at life because of that device. And so we also recognize Professor Hippolyte Amadi, who is a great laureate of this prize. As we close today, we trust today's event has just not informed you of what has happened there, but also somehow in a way inspired you to join us on that train of excellence. To officially bring us to a close, I invite Anne-Marie Pamaikuku, Manager, Corporate Communications and Public Affairs. Yes, sir.
Since we're mentioning some names of former laureates, there's a Chinese man, Chinese professor at Mei Wang at University of Sheffield. He's now been, because of this sort of award, he's now been inducted into the Royal Academy of Engineering. And he's asked me for recommendation about that. And it's the sort of thing that happens to the winners. That's why we are particularly very rigorous about the whole process. Thank you.
Congratulations to Professor Mei Wang, another laureate of the Nigeria Prize for Science. And so I invite Anne-Marie Pamaikuku, Manager, Corporate Communications and Public Affairs, to deliver a vote of thanks.
Thank you. So, distinguished members of the advisory board, our esteemed judges, Our media friends, thank you for your presence this morning at this conference. Your attendance is a reaffirmation of our shared commitments to advancing scientific excellence in Nigeria. The Nigeria Prize for Science, from its inception, recognized early that science and innovation are necessities for national development. Since its inception in 2004, the Nigeria Prize for Science has stood as a symbol of hope and ambition, and a platform where Nigerian ingenuity is celebrated and elevated to global relevance. To the researchers, scientists, and innovators who submitted entry this year, thank you. Your work represents the very spirit of the prize: bold, rigorous desire to solve real-world problems through scientific research. Though the board has announced no winner today, your contributions are invaluable. Each submission is evidence of the hours spent in laboratories, in field work, in thought, and in collaboration. You are the heartbeats of this initiative, and we honor your courage and commitment to keep science alive and active in Nigeria. The decision announced today, based on the recommendation of our panel of judges, reflects the unwavering standards that define the Nigeria Prize for Science. Excellence is not always easy to achieve, and sometimes demands difficult choices to ensure that the prize remains a beacon that inspires future generations of Nigerian scientists to reach higher, dig deeper, and dream bigger. We appreciate the advisory board and the judges for their diligence, integrity, and expertise. Your work behind the scenes sustains the credibility and prestige of this prize, and we thank you for your service to science and to Nigeria. To you, our media partners, you have always been there from 2004, 21 years. You are the bridge between the scientific community and the public. Through your reporting, you help demystify science, spark curiosity, and you ignite ambition in young minds across the country. So thank you. Thank you so much for continuing to shine the light and work with us. May not carry the usual excitement of a winner's reveal. It is a call to reflection, to growth, and to renewed pursuits. The Nigeria Prize for Science remains a platform for groundbreaking ideas, and we look forward to welcoming new and promising entries in 2006. At NLNG, we believe our role extends beyond energy production. We are committed to enriching lives, nurturing scientists, make them role models, and ensure that our voice as Nigerians in global scientific discourse just grows louder and stronger, and we display excellence. Thank you once again for your presence, your support, and your belief in the power of science to transform lives. We look forward to welcoming you all in a few weeks, October 10 to be precise, at Eco Hotel, when we will give the verdict, the outcome of the verdict for the Nigeria Prize for Literature. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So while she was speaking, I was hearing whisper, is this how it's going to be on the 10th? 10th of October. Please, so please come. Come and see. Nobody knows what it will be, but I'm sure that we will all stand behind their decision as well. So please, 10th of October 2025 is the NLNG Grand Award Night, holding at Eco Hotel, Hotels and Suites. It will be streamed online on our YouTube page as well. At that event, we'll be announcing the winner of the prize for the Nigeria Prize for Literature and the Nigeria Prize for Literary Criticism. And so, with that, ladies and gentlemen, those here and those online, We say thank you once again. Until next time, continue to support science, innovation, and Nigeria's journey to a brighter, sustainable future. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you. Just a quick photo, please. The high table. Yeah. If you can just stand right in front of the table. Just as you are seated, please stand there for a quick photo.